Hi guys, welcome to another episode of LOLA'S Voice. My name is Lola Oguntade and I'm your host on this channel. If you're watching me for the very first time, you're welcome. If you're back to watching me, you guys already know you're the most valuable player. Thank you for coming back. On today's episode, we'll be talking about the local government autonomy. You know, a lot of us are fixated with what is happening at the central. A lot of us are fixated with our president, with the presidency, with the government, like the House of Rep. All of these arms of government are very essential, and we are still going to be talking about each and every one of them on this channel. But today, I would just want to talk majorly about the local government autonomy, and what our local government are doing and what they can be doing to make life of the citizens better. And while I was preparing for this episode and while I was doing my research, I had like a self-reflection that made me talk about how I became politically conscious, how I became socially conscious. And yeah, I'm going to be sharing that story with you on this channel. Come with me. Yeah, so while I was preparing for this episode, I literally had a self-reflection on how I became politically conscious, on how I became socially conscious, and how all these things changed. So apparently I served in Nigeria. I served in Niger State in 2012, 2013. That was when I served in Niger State. So I was posted to a village. I was posted to Ilemu village, Bako local government to be precise, yeah. And when I got to that village, I was shocked, like, oh my goodness, is this Nigeria? And like, I was so surprised, like, could this be Nigeria? Am I still in Nigeria? It looks so different. And no, I'm not from like Lekki or VGC. I'm from Ketu, like Ketu Ojota, my 12 years. So it's not like I'm coming from board place like that. But it still felt so different. It felt so unreal. I was so teary. I was crying. I was calling everybody. And you know, the villagers, they were so nice. They were kind. They were like, oh, Corper, this place is good. It's very good. Yeah, there's no Boko Haram here. You enjoy it. I was like, I'll be able to understand it. So, oh my God, how am I going to live here? How am I going to survive here? But that thing, staying in that village for that 1 year, it changed a lot of things in me, because I began to question myself. But at that time, it wasn't the time. Yeah, it was social media, but I didn't know what to do. But I just felt like, oh my God, these people, they are being cheated, sort of like the basic things. They don't even have access to eat and all of that. So I was teaching in that village, and apparently, and I know I'm of the opinion that there are two settings when it comes to like to building, to the society. We have the urban and the rural setting, which is like perfectly okay, but I still feel like people in the rural areas should still have access to some basic things and some necessary things to move on, to get going with life, because they are part of the Nigerian budget and they deserve what we all have access to, like basic water, electricity, and all those things. They are basic. That's what human being needs to survive. So apparently Ilemu village is like the headquarters of all the village, so it was still okay. I mean, I was complaining. So at a point in time, we had to go into like the interior. So there is an interior in that local government. There's an interior there, like the interior. So the interior changed everything. That was the game changer for me, because when you now go into the interior, I think we had to go into the interior when we had to do some health immunization, something. I can't remember what it was really, but it has to do with immunization. You go into the local, like into the interior, into the villages to I don't know, I can't remember the tax we had to do then, but we had to go. Some of these interior villages, you can't even use the car. It's just Okada man that will come and carry you from your lodge to that interior village. And on getting there, you see like maybe a settlement or an interior place that has about 300 or 500 people living there. You know, they're happy, they're excited, but you see like maybe they just have just one Corper doctor that come into the village once maybe every Thursday, once a week, to take care of the children, to do just one in a very not so good hospital. Like it's really nothing to write home about, but as at that time it was BlackBerry. We don't take pictures as of now. Like if I was serving now, maybe I would have taken a lot of pictures and all of that. So when I was preparing for this topic, I'm like, so I served in 2012, 2013, and I became like very political. So after I was done at that end, so that thing changed a lot of things in me. Seeing what these people are going through, seeing how they're living. You know, while I was in the settlement, I saw kids that are like really, really sick. No, just one copper having to come treat them. And in all honesty, the closest person that can help these people is supposed to be like the local government chairman. It's supposed to be the local government area. It's supposed to be like the state government. The presidency or the president might not ever get to anywhere that is called Bako or Lebu local government till whoever is done with their tenure. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but so that's why I feel like local government is something we all want to concentrate on. We all want to look into the affairs of the local government because they are closer to the people. They understand the people. They understand the people, and they kind of know the challenges the people are facing because they're actually closer to them. So after I finished in like 2013, 2014, I found out that I started reading the newspaper more. I started getting involved in like social issues and political issues. So I didn't even know the genesis of myself until I was preparing for local government this episode, and I was like, come to think of it, like really. So that was how it all started. So today I'm going to be talking about our own local government, what they can do, how we can ensure we're getting credible people to direct the affairs of the local government and not just see it as a come shop things for the boys. Like there's real work to be done when it comes to local government election, when it comes to local government, when it comes to people that direct the affairs of this local government, of the people that direct the affairs of these people, because they are Nigerians too, and no Nigeria is greater than one Nigeria. They deserve the basic amenities as well. So I used Bako local government because that was where I served, that was where I saw things, and I traveled not like to all 36 states, but at least I've traveled to some few places in Nigeria, and I've seen some things that are not quite nice. So right now, there's something called the Local Government Autonomy, and the Local Government Autonomy Bill has passed like the second reading, and it passed the second reading as at February 2020, but it's still hanging right now. So I'm in support of this bill because it's going to allow the local government to be free from like the state government, and that way they can get their federal allocation directly, and they can make effective use of their resources. They can plan for their own local government settlement. They can design their own policies, and so in therapy there's something called individualized treatment plan. So I feel like when it comes to local government, it should be like a community-based treatment plan, because what is going to work for Koshofe local government might not work for Shagam local government. You get what I'm saying? So that way they will be able to design a plan for their community based on what people actually need. People that live in that local government, based on what they need, they'll be able to design something for them. So I'm looking forward to the bill being passed. But however, these are the questions I'm asking, and I hope you're asking the same thing too. So we need to be sure, what kind of local government do we want to run? Are we trying to run like local government that has like elected officials or selected officials? Because sometimes most local government now, they don't practice democracy. They practice like selectrocracy, where somebody just says, oh, this is someone that's going to direct the affairs of this local government, and that's it. So there's really no accountability. So even if they pass that bill and it becomes a law, we still need to we need to follow up on the kind of people we're putting in there, on how they are getting there. Are we selecting them? Are we electing them? In the case of like Oyo State, there is a case in Nigeria where elected Oyo State the local government chairmen were elected, and they were at the same time when a new governor came in, they were dismantled. I don't even know the word. They were sacked. I don't know where you can actually sack an elected official, except from when the people, like when, for example, the senator and the people are calling them back. I'm not sure if there's anything in our constitution that provide for elected officials to like be sacked, like what actually happened in Oyo. So we need to like be careful of the kind of precedents we're setting, and we need to ensure quality people are getting into the local government and doing what they're supposed to do. By the time they know, like, we are all aware, like, local government, there's a local government autonomy, they are collecting their allocations directly, we can actually as individuals start questioning them, and you don't have to wait for them to start collecting their allocation directly. Right now they still have a lot of resources in their disposal, but most of these people, in all honesty, are not living up to like expectation. I'm just using all these things as quote unquote. You might be a local government in maybe one Shonkotedo local government, and at the end of the day, as a local government chairman, you are living in Lekki. There's no way you're going to be able to like feel the direct impact of people in your local government. So we want to get people that actually live within that vicinity, that can feel our pulse and get the job done. So while I was researching, I saw something that someone was saying, oh, we don't want to give them the local government autonomy because there are no people that are capable. Like, they don't have capable hands to direct the affairs of the local government. Nigeria, and I just laughed at, why would you say they don't have capable hands? Nigeria have never, there are a lot of capable people that can get things done, but the truth is that, are they going to allow them get there? Are they going to allow them, like, we see a lot of things when it comes to local government election. They don't, people are not taking it serious, and it is serious, because that way they are the closest to the people. They can fix the inner roads, they can design a good public primary health care, like before you get to the general hospital, you can find somewhere to go to if it's not a serious issue. There are a lot of things, the basic primary health care, they can look into their affairs, they can design an empowerment program that fits into their own reality, that fits into their own people's reality. So it's not something we should just take as child loves, because right now people are just doing whatever they like. Some councils don't even have any local government officials. They don't have people that are called like caretaker, or we just play with it. In the long run, in 4 years, maybe a local government chairman is just going to be there for like 2 years. No, it's not right. For me, I feel like it's not right. I want to know what you think about it. What's happening in your own local government? Are they fixing your inner road? I think sometimes in 2016, right behind my house at K2, like, there was a fire incident, and the firefighter, they couldn't get there till almost everything got burned into ashes. Just imagine if every local government in Nigeria, we have just 774 local government, and I'm of the opinion that we have the resources, we have what it takes. It's just a matter of using it for the right thing and getting the right people to get these things done. Just imagine if every local government in Nigeria, or even every LCDCA, have their own like fire service, maybe have like 6 or 7 trucks. It is doable, it is achievable. That house is not going to get burned, but we are putting everything on the state. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. So you might think it's none of your business, but I tell you, looking away is not a good thing you want to do in Nigeria, because if you look away, one day we all feel the impact of like bad governance or nonchalant attitudes towards governance, and that this is something I want us to look into. The local government, who are those people we're getting, who are those people we're allowing to direct the affairs of the local government? Are we partaking in when it comes to our local government election? Can't we have like the way we have governors election on the same day? Can't we have like local government elections on the same day? Not like the governors are going to be like strictly directing the affairs of the local government. They are not doing the right thing. They should allow these people do the right thing. Let me know what you think, what's happening in your own local government, how what are the policies, what policies are they making? Are they working on your inner roads? Do you have a library in your local government where you can, it's just the basic things, but they are essential. They are essential. Anybody living in Bako local government should be able to access whatever. No, not should be able to, but they should have like the basic amenities. I was going to say access whatever somebody's lucky accessing, but no, it's not like that everywhere. Like there's always the rural and the urban setting, but basic still has to be basic. So you already know my favorite segment of LOLA'S Voice, the We Are Not a Useless Generation part, where I talk about young Nigerians doing amazing things, because there's a lot of negative story about young people out there, and we have to try to put our story out there, to put the positive story out there. We need to change the narratives, and there are young people doing amazing things. If you'd like me to share your story on this segment, you don't have to know me. Just I'm gonna put my email underneath this episode. You can send me an email, you can shoot me an email, you can slide into my DM on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm available. Just tell me about yourself, what you do, your why. So majorly I'm particular about the why. Why are you doing what you're doing? I'm particular about the why. So on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Remi Kasali. Remi Kasali, she's in her mid-20s. She went to Kwara State University and she graduated with biz admin. And Remi started chanting. She said she has always been a chanter, and she's most of the time she used to chant for fun, but when she saw that she started making people happy with all of this, with what she does, she turned it into a business, and I can tell you the business is doing amazingly well today, and she didn't even need any capital to start. All she started with was with her voice. So today she goes into people's home to chant for them when they're having like anniversary, birthday, surprise, events. She really diversified the business, she really diversified the idea, and she's doing amazingly well with her chanting, with her voice. She's doing amazingly well. I'm very, very proud of her. Thank you, Remi, for using your voice for amazing things. So if you have any events you want to do where you need someone to chant for you, okay, Loriki, the way Yoruba people used to say. So yeah, all out to your girl, Remi Chanter. Remi, thank you for doing amazing things with your voice. I'm super proud of you, and I'm sure you're proud of yourself. You're doing amazingly well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching this episode. Let me know what you think about your local government chairman. Let me know if you feel like they're doing what is right. Let me know if there's anything you feel they can do more. Just share. Yeah, I want to read from you people. I really want to read from you people. I want the feedback. Yeah, thank you very much for watching this episode. Thank you for watching me. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like my video. Don't forget to share. Let me know what you think at the end of this video. Thank you. Thank you.